First of all, I want to say congratulations to Johnny Depp. Congratulations, Johnny. You won your case against the evil Amber Heard in the Me Too movement. And yeah, Kevin Costner, back in 2014, said while Amber was married to Johnny, said that they were working on the same movie, Kevin and Amber, and Amber Heard walked into his trailer butt naked, is what Kevin Costner said. So yeah, this chick was bad apples all day. And she was definitely trying to sabotage Johnny. She had no love for him. Any girl who craps on your bed has no love for you. That's just a filthy trash woman. That is a piece of trash of a human. That is a dumpster fire. And that is a person who needs, they need to be adhered to. They need their space. And I'm glad Johnny, and I hope she loses all of her money because he lost millions and millions. We will not have no more Captain Jack Sparrow. And I loved Captain Jack Sparrow. So we lose Captain Jack Sparrow because he won't go back. And he's lost, so much money. And he's suing her for $50 million. She has Aquaman 2 coming out. That's not going to bode well for her because now people don't want to support her. They don't want to see Aquaman 2 because she's in it. So, yeah, I don't want to see it. I'm not paying full price for that. I'll wait to rent it for, $4. But you're not getting $19.99 out of me for anything that Amber Heard's in. Nothing. I will not support Amber Heard on anything. So, yeah. But let's make some music. I was kind of writing this song for Johnny. Well, not for him, but just reminded me of the trash that she is. I mean, how you gonna go? How you gonna go cut the man's finger off and be proud of it? Cheat on him with Franco. Talking about he lived in the same building. He didn't live in that building. James Franco did not live in that building. She let him in so they can go and do the thing. That's what she does. She goes from popular guy to popular guy. And I hope Elon Musk don't have nothing to do with her. If Elon is smart, he better move on. Don't do. Elon, you're the biggest target in the world. Don't do it. Don't do it, Elon. Hey, I'm gonna get to some music. Don't do it, Elon. Don't do it, Elon. Don't do it, Elon. Leave that trash heap of a woman alone. She's way past her prime. She can't demand the type of man. She called Johnny an old man. Well, you're old too, Amber. You're old. You're old, Amber. You're old. You're past your prime. That body isn't holding up anymore. It's lights out. The sun is coming after you, Amber Heard. You're finished. What if I told you somebody told me somebody told a lie? That the world won't stand there, we became friends, but they never told me why. What if I told you that it was true? We can all wake up, we can all wake up. The lesson that we learned, when all the bridges burned. I'm still working on that song. Part of it. I'm still working on that song. I just like to revisit them every now and then. I really like this beat though. I like to revisit them, work on them a little bit. The lesson that we learned. And try to get my singing on to them. It's a little tough. But the beat on this song is really nice, so I like it a lot. What if I told you somebody told me? What's going on, Brody? She's old and nasty. Yeah, you don't do that to somebody. Amber Heard is just a nasty, foul. She is the foul. She's the very reason why men don't want to get married. You don't look forward to your wife taking dumps on your bed, cutting off your arm, your damn finger, cheating on you, trying to take all your money, calling you an old, used up man, telling you that nobody wants you because you're an old, washed up man, criticizing your friends. She did that too. She said all your friends are, you guys are just a bunch of old, washed up men. Yeah, I don't know how though. I didn't get any information on how she died. I just know that she died. So how did she die? Drug overdose? Yeah, he said something about mental issues and stuff like that. She was only like 20 something, right? She's pretty too. Yeah, Master P said something about she had mental issues. And that's what happened to her. So but I'm gonna tell you something. This culture that we live in, they brag about dying young. And they do a lot of things that older people don't understand. They do stuff we don't know why you would do, like you do some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's 29. There it is. I was gonna say 29, but I wasn't sure. I thought either 26 or 29. So when they do some of this stuff, we're going, you know what I mean? And you try to understand it, but when they're grown and they're out of the house and all this other stuff, you can't really, you can only watch. You can try to get involved, but it's hard. His ex-wife is addicted to crack. Well, this sounds like something that's in that's in them somewhere. That's in their generation somewhere. And I like Percy. I've always liked Master P's style. No man is perfect, but I've always liked the fact that Master P to me didn't seem like he's always seemed like a stand-up guy. I'm sure everybody's got their issues, but he always seemed like I don't know any time in knowing of Master P that I go, I just don't like him. I did, he came out with hit songs that made you jump. Everybody knew he was a businessman. He took care of people. He made you respect him and other people that he was involved with. Like one time he checked Charlemagne because Charlemagne was talking about a woman that he knew had a fat ass. And he was like, he didn't even look at Charlemagne. He checked him. And Charlemagne was like, yeah, I'm sorry. It was just so smooth and so gentlemanlike. Because he was like, yeah, like don't disrespect one of my friends, so on and so forth. And that was it. You ain't got to go and do it. Like he's always been that dude. Yeah. Yeah, by the bootstrap. I mean, when you're from where he's from, you got to do it. Yeah, I've always liked Master P. I never looked at him as just a crazy gangster. I looked at the movies he was in. I respect the fact that he can play basketball like a D1 prospect. I mean, he's helping out that one dude who built his own car. Master P has just always been that dude to me. Now, some of the people that are around him, that's a whole different story. He's had some real wild people around him, Mystical and a couple other people. You know what I'm saying? He's had some the real deal around him. And I think that's why, people didn't, yeah, No Limit Sports. That kind of the whole thing with Ricky Williams, I don't think that worked out too well. But he tried. You know what I mean? He's just, I don't know. I just liked Master P because he was always, yeah, he was. He had his own food and his own, and and even Snoop Dogg and him was like, yo, I didn't know how to get money until I ran into Master P. You can't do nothing but respect that. You can't do nothing but respect that. And now you have, people talking about Master P in the wrong way. And I don't really rock with that. I don't really want to listen to people talk bad about somebody who I've known through music. And I just like the fact that the dude, he wasn't known for punching people in the face. He wasn't known for pulling Glocks on people. He was known for making good music and making good business. And he fell short sometime, but hey, the man came out the projects. What do you want? Ain't nothing perfect came out the projects. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing perfect has come out of the projects. And he's come out some of the worst projects, Nolia projects. You hear that Nolia clap? Yeah. Yeah. Juvie and all them. That's another person, Juvie. You don't hear bad about Juvie. And you love his music. You know what I'm saying? You're a paper chaser, keep the Glock on lock, and the way it is, by the moment to his back, and then it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Well, wait a minute. Who was Pimp C, though? Who was Pimp? And what did Pimp C do to ask for that? Like I said, ain't nothing perfect come out the projects. You know where this dude come from. Like, what happened between him and Pimp C? God rest his soul. Something happened to make that go down. I don't know what it is, so I can't speak on it. But why did he pick? You know what I'm saying? What made him do that? I don't know the story. Maybe him or Bun B can break it down to us of what happened because Pimp C is no longer here. Well, okay, they owed him money. Like, I don't know the story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody's perfect, but you owe that man money and he came for you. And we know Pimp C and Bun B, they was making that money. They was making that money. So you ain't paying people their money, and you know you know who he is, then I don't know. Things can happen. People will come see you. So I can't, like I said, I can't really speak on it because I ain't no gangster, so I don't understand gangsters. I'm a regular, everyday, average dude. I don't understand what gangsters do. You know what I'm saying? And I done ran into some gangsters. When they get to talking gangster talk, I don't sit around for that. I let them know real quick, yo, I'm out. You feel me? I let the gangsters know real fast, I'm out. Yeah, hey brother, we know you're here. I let the gangsters in on it. Like, don't look, I'm not a gangster. So all that gangster talk you got going on, homie, you can speak that to somebody else because I'm not hanging around. Me and you not about to do this. We not about to do this. Soldier Slim, sister said he was responsible for his. Oh, now see, that's like I said, that's into some gangster stuff. That is some gangster. That's some gangster stuff that I don't know about. Hey, and they gangster boogie, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Because they live a whole different life. I don't want to know. I'll be like, what happened? No, I don't. I'll be like, I don't know what happened. Don't ask me because I don't know. Yeah, he don't play. It's obvious he don't play. He don't play. You got to be a certain pedigree to have that frame of mind and everybody know that's what you're about. Because everybody can't be a gangster. Like, I cannot be a gangster. I would lose at being a gangster. My best attribute is just to tell people like that it's gonna come back to you. That's where I am. I'm the everyday working, everyday dude who sees all this and knows where it's going. And then when I run into one of them, they talk to me like they got some damn sense. Then I'll tell them what I know has happened to people like them who has followed that path. And then I'll tell them, listen, you have your choices. You can keep going the way you're going, or you can change. But if you keep down this road, from what I've seen, this is what's going to happen to you. And that's the way I leave it. And I know some gangster dudes who are businessmen now. Straight up, you'll never know this was a gangster. 4-year degree and everything. Just happy, go lucky, smiling. This dude used to pistol whip people in his basement. I know him personally. Yeah, got a 4-year degree, everything. Regular working dude, and was a and him and his family was a terror. They were a terror. They used to beat people up, tie them up, do all kind of stuff to them. That's what they used to do. Now, you'll never know it. You'll never know it unless you got close to him or you pissed him off. You'll never know it. But I knew him and I was cool with him. You know what I'm saying? He was a cool dude to me because he knew I had nothing to do with being a gangster. I was for the ladies. So he would come to me with his women problems. Now imagine a dude who used to pistol whip dudes in his basement. You know what I'm saying? Coming to you like, yo, son, I got a problem. Knowing I ain't never did the stuff he did. I used to get in fights, but not like that, homie. He'd come to me and he'd be like, yo, I got a problem with my girl. And I met the girl he was talking about. Very quiet and a mysterious woman. I told him, I was just straight up with him on how I felt. I said, listen, this is the best I could tell you. And then he tried to, go around what I was saying. And I said, listen, did you call me for advice or you called me to tell me what you was going to do? He's like, okay, my bad. I said, this is what I would do. And he went ahead and did that. I think that's his wife today. Because when you're dealing with a quiet woman, you know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to communicate with her on her level. Because if she's not going to talk, she's not going to talk. But this is the woman you chose. You love her, then you got to, she's talking, she just ain't doing it like we doing it. You just got to find out how to meet her on her level. And once you do, you'll be all right. You'll have a whole conversation with her. If that's who you want to be with, if that's not who you want to be with, then go ahead and dip out right now, because that's what she is. So one or the other, bro. What you gonna do? And he had to make that choice. That's the woman he wanted to be with. So he found a way to deal with it. Gangsters, they hard-headed, but when they love someone, they'll seek out. They'll be like, okay. I'll work this out. Especially if it's a woman. If it's a man who loves a woman, yeah, when I tell you she's quiet, she always got that look on her face like, what's going on? Like, and she pretty too. Light-skinned chick. She always got that look like, looking at you like, I know something's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like a gangster's wife. I was just looking at her, looking at me. I was like, oh boy, this chick ain't crack a smile the whole time she was with us. You know me, I'm goofy. I be cracking. Me and him laughing. I'm looking at her. She ain't laughing. I'm like, yeah, that's all you, homie. That's all you right there. Because she's working out E equals MC squared. This chick done figured out the radius of a pineapple and and how it could be chopped up into 40 pieces, all equal the same and look like a square. I'm good on this one. I'm good. Because I used to introduce them to women. I used to be like, come hang out with me. Let me show you what I do. And I pull up on two chicks and like, yo, son, which one you want? And they be two really cool chicks. So I invite them over the house and there'd be a chick over there and I'd be like, yo, it's all you. Go ahead. It's all you. You know what I'm saying? It just blow his mind that these pretty women was like that. My broke ass had access to these females. And I'm like, you just don't, your thing is money. My thing is affection. No matter how pretty she is, a woman always wants affection and attention. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at talking to them, seeing what's on their mind. They don't care about the money. My electric was off. And I still had company. In the cold, with a space heater up under a blanket. Still coming over. And that wasn't going to stop them because I had what they wanted. They wanted to talk. They wanted to be held. They wanted to be heard and loved. And they wanted to D. I had all those things. I ain't had no money. Heck, they was bringing me food. But when it comes to attention, there's not one woman on this planet that don't fiend after attention in some kind of way. She wants to, if she walking out the house looking cute, attention. If she's crying about something, attention. It never fails. And when you start talking to them, once you get to talking to them to find out what exactly is going on in their head, that's it. That's all you. And you can do what you want from there. I'm just saying, that's just how it goes. I was supposed to be making some music, wasn't I? I get to talk about females, man. I ain't been with a female in a minute, but I miss chilling with them. I miss chilling with the good ones and listening to their frame of mind and picking it apart. And it's like chess to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a game of chess to me. Try to figure out. Some of them are very simple and some of them are complex. And I welcomed all comers. So I miss it. Almost like this. Almost. I made a killer beat out of that bass before. Alright, I don't like none of these. Yeah. Gotta learn how to talk to people. I'm a little rusty though. Every now and then I talk to somebody at the gym. Women are different now though. They're all offended and they want to put you on blast and whatnot. This guy spoke to me at the gym. Ew, I was just trying to do my workout. Gang, 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 gang. With your camel toe out. Chick, please. Chick, please. Any single women in this world, you're just not the bee's knees. Get out the house and get some ass. You know, I'm gonna tell you something about ass and me getting ass. I don't really care about getting ass anymore. I mean, I'm gonna be truthful. I miss the aesthetics of a woman, but I don't miss their trouble. I miss their smell. I miss them being pretty. I miss kissing on them, rubbing their ass and titties, being goofy with them, but I don't miss the trouble that they cause. I just don't. Yeah, but they troublesome now. Just so many problems now. You can't walk in the door with problems. in the door like I'm a problem. Deal with it. I'm like, on what planet? Let's got some. Come on, come here, right? Yeah, they walking in the door like I'm a problem. You're gonna have to deal with it because I got a coochie. I'm like, honey, I ain't had coochie in years. You're talking to the wrong person. Woo! You are talking to the wrong person. I ain't seen a coochie in years, honey. I'm sorry. I get exhausted just looking at y'all. I'm like, oh, I gotta do what with this? I'm sorry. Your value to me is your value is lost on me. That's what happened. Your value is no longer the same. And I don't really have a need. I don't. I'd rather marry a box of napkins. I mean, come on. Like, this isn't going to put me in jail. There's no Me Too movement. I'm not going to prison for this. This is not going to falsify, a lie, conjure up a non-truth. It's not going to sit at the opposite end of the courtroom and say, I did it when I didn't. It's just not. It's not going to do that. It's going to sit here until my nose runs. And then I'm going to use it and then go buy more. And that's our relationship. I just don't need the problems. But like I said, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? So I miss a nice booty. I miss looking at them. I'm at the point where, like, if I meet a couple, I've done this, and I think the woman's beautiful, I'll be like, listen, I'll take you both to dinner. And they're like, wait, what? I'll be like, yeah, I just want to look at her. I want to take somebody out. I know somebody else is banging them. They don't have to lie to me. So I'm not interested in having sex with you. I don't have any emotional ties to you. We can just eat. We can all have a great time. I can stare at her because she's beautiful. And then that's it. I'm okay with that. I'm at that level. That's just why I am. I don't have to put up with your nonsense. You're somebody else's problem. Yeah, you're that guy's problem. Because when you want to come out the house half dressed, he has to fight for you, not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. He has to search through your phone. I'm not searching through your phone. I'm not. I don't care who's calling you. I don't care if Jay, Mike, Jimmy. Hey, call her. You guys, hey, call this girl. Call her right here. Go ahead. I just miss beautiful. This is not beautiful. I miss beautiful, but I'd rather just look at beautiful. Because I know that you're a holy terror. And it's not all women, but it's just so many of them have gone that route that it's good to look at them, but it's like, you don't want division in your life. It's just Yeah, they go back to what they used to be. The old-fashioned women with the sundresses and covering up the titties and being respectable, and I could deal with a woman like that. But this modern man woman that they got, this hybrid, I'm almost 55. But this hybrid of woman that they got out now that you're trying to sell us, I'm not with this. Yeah, but you know, I love me. Like I'm loving me right now. You know what I did today? Not a damn thing. I did little stuff. But you know, I went, walked outside, sat on my truck for a minute, came back, slept. Yeah, the sundress with no panties. That's what it's hard to get around that. It's hard to not desire that. Like, the Liddy and Squiggy. That's why Liddy and Squiggy was always doing that, because Laverne and Shirley was they was after Laverne and Squiggy, Laverne and Shirley, Liddy and Squiggy. They wanted some of Laverne and Shirley. Or Jack Tripper. Woo! Joyce DeWitt. Oh! Woo! Woo! Joyce DeWitt. Everybody was looking at Susan Summers. I was looking at Joyce DeWitt. Like, come on now. That brunette was, nah, dog. While everybody else was, you know, in Living Colors, I was looking at the dark skinned one, Maxine from the Living Colors. I was looking at her black ass like, boy, Maxine is a smoking wet. Why y'all play this woman like she ugly because she dark? That girl isn't. And then Carlton's half a fag. Like, get out of here, Maxine. Let me run into Maxine. And BDB or Martin, they was always trying to make it seem like Tisha Campbell, you know, because she was light skinned. I was like, no, Pam. I was like, look at Junk in the Trunk. Like, look at Pam, little black ass. Nah, you, sheesh. Bro, nah, you give me Pam all day. You can have Tisha Campbell. I get it. You know, she light skinned, but give me Pam. I was rocking with Pam. I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to come on now. Y'all got to come on now. Some of the people y'all be liking. But everybody agreed on Thelma and Good Times. Everybody was like, okay, we can meet in the middle, Thelma and Good Times. The light skinned and the dark skinned people met in the middle, and we went Thelma and Good Times. All right, my brother, Thelma and Good Times. Okay. Y'all be tripping, but Thelma and Good Times, homie. All right, we cool then. We cool again. Because Thelma and Good Times, Thelma still looks good, and she hates the fact that we still call her Thelma. My name is not Thelma. Yes, it is. Because you ain't been in nothing else except for that. We don't know what other movie you've been in. It ain't been popular. What have you been in that's popular? What? Good Times. That's it. That's who you are. That's who you are. I mean, Frodo is still Frodo. Isn't he? Isn't Frodo still Frodo? still Frodo. So somebody bought one of my poems. They downloaded it. That's cool, ain't it? Yeah, they downloaded it. try it anyway. I'm struggling with it. Oh no, oh no. I need one good pad and I can't find it. Oh no, no, oh no, no, oh no, oh no. That's the default. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I like this little beat though. Let's try an arpeggiator. I'm just not used to that. I'm failing. I'm failing. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, baby, oh no. I should write it with just this in it. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. songwriting exercise anyway. Let me go back to drums. Let me go to percussions. I like that. I like that. Oh, you ain't gonna do my first one? Alright, forget it. Okay, come on with it. write to it. Nobody's here, but I'm gonna try to write to it. That'd be clean. Putting excited on it. That'd be killing. I don't wanna fall in love this way. fair. You'll turn my I don't wanna fall in love this way. I don't wanna fall in love this way. I don't wanna fall in love this way. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love this way. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love. Yo, why you looking like that? Why you going out like that? Come on. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love this way. Yeah. Oh no, oh no. Ouch. Yeah, I'm a kind of cramp. I don't wanna fall in love this way. Yeah, cramp. Kind of cramp. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love this way. Okay, I'm gonna put that down right there because I like it. Just that part. I don't wanna fall in love. Yeah, I'll put that part down. Yeah, okay. See what I can take out. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love this way. All right, let me see how that took. I don't wanna fall in. I'm gonna do a dry listen. some stuff to it. All right, cool. Now let me add some stuff to it. Add some. All right, let's see what we got. We got an exciter. I'll put that on it. Bring that up to, actually bring it down to 16. See how that sounds. I'll raise this up a little bit to about 25. We're going to add on a spreader for show. And add on a reverb, maybe a silver, but that's going to bring it back down. Let me see what other reverbs I got. I'm going to go with Space Designer. I'm going to bring in a Space Designer. And I'm going to go with Small Room, Small Space. So I'm going to go with Small Room and just Small Room Wet. So let's try that out. I don't know. We're just going to see how that sounds. Might like it, might not like it, change it up. But Space Designer is a go-to for people who use Logic. This banging on the beat is banging now. We gotta watch our reverb though. Yeah. Why are you looking like that? Why are you going out like that? Come on, man. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love this way. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't wanna fall in love this way. The last one was dry, but it's okay because it's called pre-production. I've been trying to work on my voice stuff. Not easy being cheesy. Used to be easier than this. I would just put on a setting and go for it, and I would be that. But oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. This way. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. This way. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. This way. Alright, I'll take that. It's a natural sound. Let me go ahead and put on a limiter to it and then throw on an exciter and see what that sounds like. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. Okay, cool. Now let me go ahead and put a reverb on it and now see what you sound like. Oh no, oh no, I'll take it. Oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. This way. I'll take it. Oh no, because I can turn this up. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. This way. Alright, turn my limiter up. I'm gonna turn my exciter up. 16, bring it up to about 25, see what it sounds like. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. This way. Not terrible, not terrible. Not by my standards. So now I can write. Now I can write this. Not terrible. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. I know I have this sound. I know I have this sound. Oh no, oh no,
10-minute hit beating under 60 seconds. Let's go.
They beats be loud. I thought my stuff was loud. This stuff be loud, loud. That's loud. That's clipping loud. That's loud. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. Yeah. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I wanna fall in love. I guess I can put some strings in it. Michelle Obama for president. There, I said it. Deal with it. Strings. Strings. Flex strings, ambient strings. Black Whisper. Oh, just. That's all I got on this one. That's all I got on this one. I could write to it, but I don't feel like writing right now. You know, well. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I'm not sure what it is. Maybe we can have it. I just know how, but I know I want more of what it is. Maybe I'm not sure what it is. Oh, but I'm not sure what it is. But I know I want more of what it is. More of what it is. Maybe it's the way you look, the more it does. What you do tonight. Get the concept out. It's the way you look, it's the way you talk. It's your stylish way. Giving you the things. I'm calling I think I'm falling in love. I don't want to fall in love. Okay. I see you, Ma. Yeah. Is it just the way you look? Is it just the way you cook? Oh, Maybe it's your stylish way. Oh, oh, maybe it's your stylish way. Oh, I can stare at you for days and ooh, right? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Come on, Todd. Mm, okay, I see you, Ma. Mm. Is it just the way you look? Mm. Is it just the way you cook? Uh, maybe it's your stylish way. Ooh, I can stare at you for days. No, no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again. No, no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again. Yeah. Falling in love with you all over again. Yeah. Oh no, oh no, no, no. Falling in love with you all over again. I might do that. Oh no, oh no. Huh, I don't know. With you, falling in love again. With you, yeah. I do that. Oh no, never again. With you, yeah. Oh no, I know, love again. Maybe I can. I don't know what it is. I know, no, that I'm for you, yeah. If it's you for days. That's still. I'm not sure what it is, but I want more of what it is. Ooh, yeah. Maybe the house and crib. Mm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm falling in love again. Maybe, but yeah, I don't know what it is. Mm. But I want more of what it is. And maybe we should get the kid and crib. Is that backwards? And we should find a place to live. Yeah. Maybe we should find a place to live. Yeah, got it. We should do the kids and crib. We should get a crib and kids. And we should. Get a big old house and kids. Should get a house. Please sell it. Get a big old house and kids. Get a big old house and fill it with kids. Oh no. Oh no, I think I'm falling in love with you. Again, I think yeah. Oh no. We should. Now, man, I'm not sure what it is. But I want more of what? Oh, somebody's. It says 0, but I guess somebody's here. Thanks for the like. I'm sorry you can't hear it right now. I'm trying to get some of these words in. I'm not sure what it is. And fix my voice at the same time. But I want more of what it is. We should find a place to live. Something like that. And get a big old house. Get a big old house and fill it with kids. Oh no. All right, let me see if I can pull this off. I'm not sure what it is, but I want more of what it is. Ooh, maybe we can find a place to live, get a big old house, and fill it with kids. And oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again with you. Yeah. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, that's the end of what I. Okay, okay. Let's go. Is it just the way you look? Is it just the way you come? Maybe it's your stylish way. Ooh, I can stare at you for days. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again. No, no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again. Ah, I'm not sure what it is, but I want more of what it is. Ooh, maybe we can find a place to live, get a big old house, and fill it with kids. And oh no, oh no, oh no, falling in love again with you. All right, time for some dicing and splicing. Oh no, not this way. Ooh, stay at you for days. Oh no, oh no, oh, oh. Falling in love with you again. Hey, oh no, oh yeah. I'm falling in love with you again. Oh lady, hey, falling. It's gonna sound janky, but trying to fix it. There was a girl named. I'm not sure what it is, but I want what it is. Oh, maybe we can find a place to live in a big old house and fill it with kids. And oh, kids. Oh no, oh no, oh no, falling in love again. Oh no, falling in love again. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna have to freestyle it. Cut you and go listen to this part. Oh no, falling in love again. Oh no, oh no, oh no, falling in love again. Alright, I have to do it myself instead of cutting and pasting. And get turned off. And that is a note to you, sir, to thank you for your service Mr. Refrigerator, I thank you for your service, Mr. Refrigerator, but please, please hold on. Yeah. Got a big old house. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again with you. Yeah. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm falling in love again with you. Yeah. All right, and let's take a listen at the whole thing. Because somebody's here, somebody's listening. I play the whole thing when somebody's listening. Is it just the way you look? Is it just the way you come? Maybe it's your stylish way. Ooh, get into the days. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, yeah. This right here will have to go because it's the same level and it shouldn't be. I'm not sure what it is, but I wonder what it is. Ooh, maybe we can find a place to live. Get a big old house, fill it with kids. And oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, falling in love again. Place to live. Get a big old house, fill it with kids. And oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, falling in love again. Alright, so I have to fix the harmonies on that because they're not going to be at that level with you, and yeah, falling in love again. And they're not going to have that reverb on it. That reverb is a killer. So I got to make sure I go up in here and look, see. I have an exciter on here. The exciter's okay, but the reverb is what kills. So I'll take the reverb off and I'll use this as a harmony. So that part's gonna be harmony. Get a big old house. Or maybe just start right. Get a big old house. Get a big old house. Get a big old house. That's not bad. Get a big old house. That's a good melody. That's harmony. No, get a big old house harmony. Get a big old house and fill it with kids. That could be one of my melody notes. This is gonna take a minute though. Get a big old house, fill it with kids. Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no, never again. You, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, never again with you. All right. I'm not completely ecstatic about it, but I don't know. Maybe if I, all right, maybe if I hit this limiter a little bit. I'm at my limiter. I'll bring you up just a little bit. All I need in my life is a little bit. Alright, so clearly it needs more than one. It's gonna need a bunch of them actually. All through the song, so I'm not ready for all that yet. I need to draw out all the words before I start doing all the harmonies. Because the harmonies take a minute. You can have 30, you know, oh no, 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 oh no. Just on that one part. And you can just go on for days if you know how to do harmony and melody. Or you can just pick 3 and leave it at that. But if you really want to make it good and you want to do some Michael Jackson Thriller type harmonies, which you thought was an instrument, wasn't. It was Michael Jackson himself. Get up, get up, get up, get up now. You thought that was a horn. It was Michael Jackson. He did like 20 harmonies to get that. And he was, he did all of the harmonies. It's all broken down. They can show you where he was at on all of them. He was amazing. I thought it was actually an instrument. I thought it was a horn. It was Michael Jackson. So, I mean, you can get into it like that. And I don't know. I'm not that good, but I have worked with people who are pitch perfect. And one of them was a professional backup singer. And I thought I knew what I was doing until she came in and we was going to do a show. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I was the bass note. There were 3 other women, and then there was the main singer. And we all met at my house, and we were trying to get the vocals together. And we were off key, and they were kind of getting upset at me because I wasn't, at their level. And I was like, fine, because I was used to, solo dolo myself. But they wanted me as a bass note. So I said, okay, like you guys wanted me, right? Man, this girl stopped the whole show. She said, listen, this is your note, your note, your note, your note, and your note. And she said, go. Yeah, we all hit that note. It was over. That was the end of it. We all stayed on those notes and made sure you were not on the bottom of the note, top of the note. We were right in the middle. I was like, I didn't know there was such a person as a professional backup singer. But of course there is. You know what I mean? But I guess I just never met one and was like you're not going to ever sing the lead. Like I've never seen her sing lead. But they always wanted her for backup, and I never understood why hasn't she ever sang the lead. I found out why. She's just really good at getting everybody else together and then holding her part. And she was absolutely gorgeous. Well, she is. She's still alive. She's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. She looked like something out of a magazine. She really did. Really does. She still does. Is it just the way you look? Is it just the way you come? Maybe it's your stylish way. Instead of deeper days. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, yeah. Turn my side down on that. Oh no, oh no, breaking news. Former running back Marion Barber, dead at 38. Wasn't that Rondé's brother? So one of them played for the Packers, right? One of them was a Green Bay Packer, correct? I think that was Rondé Barber. One of them was a Packer and the other one was a what? A Viking? Something like that? Educate me. No, not them. Them. Okay, I'm confused. Former running back. Not the Twins. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the Twins. I'm like, that just goes to show I don't watch sports. That's what I'm saying. Educate me. I mean, since you brought the topic up. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Twins. I'm like, wait a minute. They played like 10 years ago. Oh, he played with the Cowboys. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. What happened to him? Okay, I was watching football back then. Was he what did he come right in after Emmitt Smith got drafted? Didn't get drafted. He got sold to the he got sold to the Cardinals. So did he come in right after Emmitt Smith got sold to the Cardinals and then did terribly? Just goes to show age. They found him dead in the apartment on a welfare check. On a welfare check. Okay, welfare check meant something different back then. All right. So someone was checking on his well-being. Ooh. So let's go down a list of what usually happens. Did a woman find him? Or did the police? Did a woman call? Because there are a few things that are very obvious when it comes to these deaths of sports players. One, a woman's involved, and sometimes she's the killer and or the cause for the death. Two, drugs. These guys are heavy into drugs. Three, gambling. These guys are into all kind of stuff. He was struggling with mental health issues and fell on hard times. Yeah, but I bet he owed a lot of money to somebody. Those guys do the same thing. They get these big contracts and don't know how to handle them, and then they're gone. I mean, it happens all the time. So are they saying, well, it's not natural causes? Or so are they saying he killed himself? Did he off himself? Did he put a gun to his head? What happened to him? There goes my monetization. There goes that out the window. There goes my little 20 cents I would have made off this video. But you know, to you people who are faithful and you listen to me all the time, I talk about what you want to talk about. Because, it is what it is. Cause of death unknown? Shoot. Has NCI or has the investigating crew? Well, they should showed up already. Hell, he should have been, they should have him in an ambulance and on the way to the morgue. So it should be an autopsy, in progress already. Well, autopsies do take a minute. Well, I mean, nobody does. Nobody does. And if I was his family, I mean, yeah, he fell on hard times, but if somebody still loved him, they need to show up and get his body, because if he wasn't all drugged up, his body is worth a lot of money. They're going to stuff that guy with newspaper. I'm telling you, his organs are going to get pulled right up out of here. The brain probably won't be any good because it's probably been gone for a minute too long, But there are some organs that, hey, right before rigor mortis hits, they're still good, highly functional, or, can be restarted. The lungs and pancreas and gallbladder and all that. I'm not sure because I'm not a, MD, but we know that harvesting organs is a big deal. You're told it was another shooting in Tulsa, okay, at the hospital. Active shooter killed 3 people, and they killed the shooter too. It just happened 20 minutes ago. Didn't I tell you guys? I told you there's about to be another one. But where did I say it was going to happen at? I said it was going to happen in Seattle. I said it's going to happen in Seattle. Okay, tell us about it, because I don't know anything about it. I said it was going to be, a bunch of somebody going after Asian people or something. But tell us about it. What happened? Because, you're the news right now. So was it a black guy, white guy, Asian dude? Because we can leave out a whole, there's a whole section of people you can leave out of most of these. But we'll pick the ones that it most likely is a white guy. Most likely a white guy. Killed 3 people. We don't know how many people were actually shot, but he killed 3 people. So I'm gonna go for a white guy right now. Killed 3 people. I'm gonna say those are 3 people at random. Well, no, not random. They don't know what race or color. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, I'm gonna. That's close. That's close. That's a close one. I'm gonna go white guy, and I told you guys the next shooting like this was gonna be Asian people dead. That's what I thought was gonna. Well, I still think that's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna go white guy. Just gonna throw that out there. But the 3 people, that sounds like black guy to me too. But usually, black guy, he's going in there to shoot black people. Now, it could be black guy going in there to purposely shoot white people. Why? Because of one, a pregnant lady just got shot 5 times in the back. They knew the woman was pregnant, told her to get down on her stomach. She says, I can't, I'm pregnant. And this happened in Kansas City. I think it was in Kansas City. And she's like, I can't. They were riding in a stolen car. The guy was on the driver. He had already got out. The woman gets out with her hands up. She's like, I'm pregnant. I can't get down. They're ordering her down at gunpoint. I cannot get down on my stomach. I am pregnant. And they just kept saying, get down or you get down. Because she told him, look, there is a weapon in the car. Just letting y'all know there's a weapon in the car. Why she said that, I don't know. Because Philando Castillo, he told the officer there was a weapon in the car and they shot him, and then they blamed it all on him. Said, oh yeah, he did smoke weed. Oh, this guy did smoke weed, so this was an excuse to shoot him in front of his wife and, their child. This is why he should have been murdered. And then, they let the cop go as if the cop didn't do it. That cop's going to burn in hell. He's going to burn in the devil's hell. That's what's going to happen to that police officer. So, yeah, I'm going to go. This one. See, white guys usually shoot more than 3 people. I'm still leaning more towards white just because it was in a hospital. I'm leaning more towards white people. But I can see a black man going up into a hospital looking for white people. That one's going to be close. And I'm going to say, just guessing, I'm going to say it was a handgun. So let's go with the most common handgun is a 9mm. I'm going to go, if it's a black guy, it's a 9mm. If it's a black guy, he went in there with a handgun. If it's a white guy, he went in there with an assault rifle. I'm not going to say it was an Asian dude who did it because we don't get that often. And I'm definitely not going to say it was a Hispanic, even though it is Tulsa. It's Tulsa. That sounds like white to me. Yeah, that's Unabomber white. That's a white guy who did this. So let's find out. They know, they just haven't released it. So let me look this up. This happened in, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Multiple people killed in a shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma, hospital campus. This is just posted 7 minutes ago. 3 people killed, hospital campus. So they were killed on campus. At least 3 people were killed on hospital campus. Shooting on Wednesday, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The shooter is dead. So he might not. Who is armed with a rifle. That's going white dude again. Going white dude. Armed with a rifle at the medical building. Let's say office building, hospital, according to earlier Facebook post. At this point, we can confirm the shooter is dead. Police posted, although the shooter was, they're not sure whether it was self or whether he shot himself. That's going black guy. Officers are currently going through every room in a hospital, checking for additional threats. Police evacuated the building. Evening. Okay. We have multiple floors, hundreds of floors, hundreds of people with. This was a lone wolf. Scenes right now has been reunited and sites set up for family members. Okay, so they set up a place for family. It's crisis. When they have a crisis, they have a point for everybody to go to. Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco Arms and Explosive is assisting on scene. So that means the feds just came in. I tried to get a job with the Bureau of Alcohol. They told me no and hired a white woman. I would have been good at it. All right, so yeah, you're right. We don't know. Because it is just now popping off. 7:30. Yeah, you're right. It is way too early. We'll find out tomorrow. But I'm still going with love does heal all. Love does heal all. Peace, loving blessings. Caroline, Charlene, am I saying that? Charlene. Love, blessings, and everything. I think this is, I think you've been on here before. You have the whole family, right? They don't know yet. So I'm going white guy because if it's an assault rifle and it's on campus, what I tell you guys before, statistically, if we start doing statistics, I said this in my earlier video today. I said, what? There's going to be another shooting soon. That's what I said just this morning. I was like, there's going to be another shooting. You can go back and listen to it. There's going to be another shooting. There has to be. There has to be a constant infusion of fear. And they have to keep doing this in order to get the agenda going. They have to use assault rifles. You know, everything's assault rifle now. I'm going to say it's a white guy. I'm going to say it's 90% to me, it's a white guy. If it's a self-inflicted wound, that usually is black guy. If he's shot by the police, that's usually black guy. If they're apprehended, that's always white guy. Yeah. But so yeah. So I'm gonna go with it was a white guy. And I'm gonna say, I'm just guesstimating. I'm just using the information that we are getting from these other shootings and then plugging it in like everybody can do now and going, okay, there's going to be another shooting in 7 days. Statistically, if we take just the sample of within the last 2 years, we'll go 7 days. It's going to be in between 7 to 21 days, there'll be another shooting. We can guesstimate it 90% of the chance, 90% chance it's going to be a white guy. If it's 3 or more people, it's going to be an assault rifle. Yeah, it's going to be an assault rifle. That assault rifle is not going to be an AK-47. It's going to be an M16, which is, an AR-15. A street is AR-15. Military is M16. So it's going to be an M16, and it's not going to be modified, which means it's not going to be switched to automatic mode. That's not going to happen because it's illegal to have a modified M16, even though people have them. So yeah, we're going to say, and the white guy, let's see, he walked into a hospital, killed 3 people. There's probably more people injured. Then he killed himself. We're going to say this white guy we're going to go 20, a hospital. Yeah, we're going to say I'll say 27 years old. So 27 years old, white male. Yeah, between 27 to 30, but I'm going to start at 27. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. And let's see, let's just plug in information that we get from these other crazies. I'm going to say he didn't have a target. He just went in to cause chaos. And we're going to say that he killed a black person and 2 white people. And he killed 2 women and a male. Let's say he killed a nurse, a receptionist, and maybe another nurse. Because those are the people you usually see when you first walk in. You know what I mean? So we're going to say he did that. And focus on the solution as always, my brother. Hope you and the family are well. Yeah, I'm good. My family, I would know if something's going on with them. They would hit me up on Facebook. So yeah. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying all this stuff for you guys to come back and reference it and then look at when exactly I'm saying a white male, AR-15, blah, 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 when this is going to happen. Because I'm not predicting it's going to happen. I'm saying, according to statistics, these events are going to keep happening. And now we can pretty much guesstimate, almost pinpoint when they're going to happen. And pretty soon, with that information, we'll be able to narrow down when it's going to happen. And it'll be just like the Minority Report. It'll be just be there's going to be a white male in between 25 to 30. He's going to walk into he's not going to walk into a bank, because even though there's a lot of people at a bank, there's usually somebody with firearms. They usually walk into a place where nobody is armed. In a hospital, the VA hospital, there's somebody armed. There are people armed in the hospital, but they're not armed to compete. So you got to understand, you can walk into a school and the security guard might have a revolver. A revolver cannot compete with an assault rifle. We did that earlier today. That's what I'm saying. These people are walking into places where they know they can't, the people there can't compete with the firepower that they have. If they did, it would make the whole agenda a mute point. There would be no point in going there, because you'd get killed first, and there would be no bodies. Remember, if it bleeds, it leads. So it'd be just like a man walked up to, a military complex with an AR-15 and they killed him. That's not, it's like, okay, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. However, a man walks into a middle school and shoots, a man walks into a hospital. These places don't usually have people standing there with AR-15s. Now they're starting to. But now that's okay. Now, and let's also do this. What's the next soft target? What's another place where they're going to, there's a lot of people there, but militarily, they don't have AR-15s. You can start narrowing it down just by who usually carries an AR-15. And then you can take that sample and go, stadiums now, people are armed there. Nah, not going to walk into a stadium. Maybe outside the stadium. But, security and all that, not going to happen at a stadium. Maybe a concert. We'll take concert. A lot of people there, not thinking about getting shot. That happened, though, a couple of years ago, didn't it? Parks and playgrounds, boom. Now you see what I mean. So let's pick, when you start thinking about it, you go, what are the places that people are just chilling? And you also got to go, these places need to have a collage of races that live there. They need to have ample targets. Ample. And of all ages. Hospitals, ample targets of all ages. Schools, take your pick. Take your pick. I mean, that kid last week, he shot his grandmother, who was 66. Then he went and shot children who were between 10 and 12. Then he shot teachers who were, between 40 and 50. That's a wide scope. Yeah, bless you too. But you see what I mean? You can just compute it yourself and then just boom, 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 and go, the next place, the next shooting that's going to happen is going to be at a, I mean, what? There was a shooting at an Ariana Grande concert. There was a shooting at that one outdoors concert that they had. I was in New York. I think I was in New York then. But when they shot that whole place up, the guy who was at the top of a building or inside a hotel, he shot a bunch of people up. That's what I'm saying. They go to places where there's no competition. Somebody might have a firearm, but it's not going to be anywhere near to what they have. Travis Scott concert, and he kept playing. Let the music play, Travis. Who cares about the people? See what I mean? You can just take those, these are very recent, and go bam, 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 bam. The next one's going to happen, and boom. And I called it. I said, hey, the next one's going to happen soon. I said that this morning, this evening. What? Now, that's another scary thing. I said one's going to happen soon. I said that for the last two times I got on and talked about the subject. Another one's going to happen soon. Bam, another one happens. That should scare the hell out of people. Like, no way. And if it's anywhere near of what I thought it was going to be and what I was saying, shooters don't want resistance. Exactly. Look, all I'm saying is, for one, I think the people should stop depending on the police. Hell, the police are killing more people than a little bit. They just shot 2 bums fighting over a knife. It was like 30 cops there. And one guy had the knife and they're surrounding him. Drop the knife. And these 2 guys had the knife and they blow this guy to bits. And I'm like, you couldn't take one of them damn shotguns with the bean bags. They had every opportunity to beanbag these guys. Every single, they're at point blank range. They all got their guns out and they just start shooting. Bam, 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 bam. No. The police, listen. Don't rely on the police. Do not go, you know what, the police are here, we're safe. No, because you might be in a crossfire and they're going to brush your death off like it's nothing, just like they did the UPS driver. He was in a crossfire. How about the 70-year-old guy that you shot during that whole fiasco? Just shot him right through his car. You guys are being emotional. This is what the chief said. You guys are just being emotional. You shot somebody's grandfather and killed him. You know what? You guys, won't you just go have a donut? It'll be all right. I'm trying to tell you. That's the first thing. We can't rely on the police anymore. Especially after what they just showed us. They're not reliable. They're just not. They're not reliable. You're going to have to rely on, the Second Amendment. You're going to have to arm yourself. Listen, it don't hurt to have an AR-15 in the house, as long as everybody is stable. It's when people start acting crazy. If you know how to lock those guns up and know how to put those keys in the right place, and the only people who can get to them are responsible people, not your 6-year-old kid, because he's going to shoot you because he doesn't know any better. Not your 7-year-old daughter. It can't be laying on the floor where the dog can kick it and bam, somebody dies. Those people, to me, ask for it. You just put it in a drawer like your kids don't see where it goes. No, it should be in a gun box, and it should be a lock on it, and it should be elevated where the kids can't get nowhere. There's not even possible they can get to the top of that closet. Bam, up there. And that's the same thing you should do. I'm just saying. I think if you go to the park, I don't think there's a damn thing wrong with having an M16 or an AR-15 slung up over your shoulder. And if the cops show up, you'd be like, this is my right. I'm protecting my children and my family because you guys don't know how to do this. Here's my license. This is my right as an American. We're going to the park. That's what we're doing. We're going to the park. And if, black people too, because they love to kill black people with guns. Sorry, I'm getting a little you're in Jamaica. We don't have mass shootings like in the US. The gangs are shooting 5, 6 people at a time. And this is personally, yeah, Jamaica is a whole different animal. It's a whole different animal in Jamaica. Uh, Scammerland. Beautiful country, but filled with scammers. And we know that, you guys, they know how to kill in Jamaica. we're aware of this. Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is, though. That's what happens when you rip off a country and you devastate their economy and then tell them to fend for themselves. That's what happens when you oh my goodness. Yeah, Jamaica is known to be wild, but they want Jamaica to be like that. They don't want Jamaica to be a full-fledged like what any European country could be, because then they can stop the tourists from coming in and doing crazy stuff and then just leaving. They don't want you to have an army. They don't want you to have a full navy. They don't want none of that. They'll come and sanction you and then they'll poison you. That's what they'll do. They'll wipe you off by the thousands, wipe you right out. They'll poison your food. They'll tell you that this is an inoculation and they'll stick you with AIDS or something and it'll wipe you right out. It's a tourist attraction. Be happy with that. And whatever goods you got, that they can come and pillage. And that's why Jamaica, and other countries like Jamaica are like that. That's why there's so much crime, is because the police can't keep up with the crime, because the police, how they're hungry too. They're hungry too. It's like, what do you want me to do? A lot of these countries, a lot of African countries are like that. The police just, how some police go on killing sprees. They do. I seen this story where this girl was with her boyfriend and 3 other guys. I forgot what country it was, but they were at a club. And this police chief saw 'em, and he wanted the girl. She was like, no, I want my boyfriend. So when she turned him down, he was like, all right. So he waited till they got in their car. Then he followed them. And he radioed to his officers where these people were. And they stepped out on the road and stopped these kids. They were young too. He stopped, they were in the young too, they were college kids. He stopped them, and then the police chief gets out of his car with his other police officers, and they opened fire and killed all of them right in the car. They just murdered all of them like they were, like this was the 1950s and some Al Capone type of stuff. They just shot them all dead. And then the police chief, they all went to some kind of stupid trial, and the police chief was found not guilty, and they hung 2 of the officers who were involved. And the police chief got a promotion, all because he wanted a girl that was loyal to her man. That was it. They're protected by the army. Okay. Yeah, filled with rogue. Yeah, you cannot trust the police. The police, you can't trust them. There's, like, I have no faith in the police. I have not one. If I call them, hey, this is what I call you for, that's it. Other than that, I don't want to talk to the cops. Like, I was at the event and a female officer spoke to me. I just kept going. She said, well, there's more of us, so, you're going to have to speak to us. And what I was thinking is, no, the hell I don't. No, I don't have to speak to you. I don't care how many of you there are. I can keep going and mind my business and keep my head low, because engaging with you is a death sentence. If I don't have to talk to you, I'm not. And shortly after that, they killed a couple guys. A detective shot a guy who was going into his house, shot him in the back 5 times, slaughtered him. 24-year-old guy going into the house, the police detective shot him. And they didn't want to identify the detective because he doesn't wear any. He just opened fire and killed this guy. And another guy was coming out of a garage. And he had a cell phone in his hand. It was dark. And he had his phone. And the officer said, come out. And he was coming out. You know, he's well dressed. He wasn't a bum. He wasn't trespassing. And he was, using the light of his phone to guide him out. And the cop just reached in, grabbed his revolver, shot the guy, boom. One time. Some old nonsense, too. I don't know if it went to trial. Hell, there was a guy out here who had a lawsuit against the police. It was a black guy. And he won the lawsuit. He won $2 million. That's how much the city owed him. He was dead in a day. He was dead in a day. They killed him off quick. He was never going to see that money. They just took down and made it. Yeah, he was dead in a day. There were 2 people who were Black Lives Matter, and they were leading the charge against the police. Both of them are dead. One female, she was like 20-something years old. They found her floating down the river. Literally. The other one, they killed him and put him on the state lawn, where the state building is. They put him on the state lawn. Made it seem like he killed himself. Problem is I knew that kid personally. That kid didn't kill himself. Yeah, multiple injuries. Yeah, this person, whoever it was, went and I'm gonna tell you something else. You know what multiple injuries mean to me? More people are gonna die. Let's just say it's gonna top off at 6 people. 6 people. 5, 6 people are gonna be dead from this. The more people that die, the better for them. Trying to tell you. Yeah, multiple. Remember last week we thought the count was 14 people. It ended up being 19 kids and then 2 adults. We thought it was 14. They went in there and found more people dead. I'm just telling you guys. This is not an accident. Stop whining about, oh, we need to fix this. You're not fixing it. You're not fixing it. You can't do it. You're not fixing it. This is America. It's not going to happen. I'm just telling you now, you're wasting your energy if you're picketing, if you're going to stand in front of state buildings, if you're covering yourself with, pig's blood or whatever, you guys are doing to be extreme. If you're telling the police to walk with you, walk with us. What did that do? What did that do? They went out and killed a 13-year-old. It did absolutely nothing. All that protesting of the George Floyd went out and slaughtered somebody else. Just like that. Does no good. Stop doing that. Stop picketing. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it. Defend yourself. Stop relying on a system that was not made for you. It wasn't made for you. So yeah. This is it's a real bummer. I'm looking for something to drink. I got water, but I don't like that water. I got some stuff downstairs. It's a real bummer. Let's look at it again. I'm gonna look at this and then I'm gonna grab some to drink. All this talking makes my throat, See if we can get an update. I also made a Facebook post of this. The hospital was St. Francis. All roads are closed. That is white guy. White guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy. I know it is. All right. So I even looked on Facebook and we don't have anything. We don't have anything new. We don't know who this person was. Yeah, I called it. I was like, it's going to happen. It's going to be an assault rifle. Sure enough, assault rifle. Said it was going to be a white guy. Bam, white guy. Except I chose Seattle, but I didn't choose. I think I chose a concert or something like that, where I said this is going to happen. I think I chose something like that. But yeah, this ain't over. This ain't over. And a self-inflicted wound. Here's the thing about the guys that kill themselves or the police kill. We can't ask them questions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the next 5 shootings with the AR-15, the next 5 shootings, I'm just throwing this out there. The 5 mass shootings, the next 5 mass shootings with the AR-15, they're going to kill that person. That person's going to die. And we're not going to be able to find out anything else except what we already have. And I'm going to say that because okay, Dylan Roof. When Dylan Roof did his thing, we know why he did it, even though it's still lunacy to us. Went in, did his thing. He got barely arrested. And people went off about the way he was handled when he got arrested. This kid, 2 weeks ago, killed those black people. What happened? He got arrested the same way. And people are going off because of the way this guy is arrested. So they're seeing the way the police are handling certain people, right? They're seeing the way the police are handling certain people. So they're going, why are you handling this guy? Why aren't you beating this guy's ass like you beat our ass? You know, you just shot a pregnant woman 5 times after she told you she couldn't get down on the ground because she's pregnant. Because she's pregnant. You shot her 5 times, but the guy who shot 12 people, killed 10 people, you barely do any, you don't do anything. This guy's just fine. You treat him like he's your son. So, like I said, the police are in on it. But now I think that the people are so livid with the cops, especially after what we just saw. I think the agenda is going to be, hey, we're going to kill this person. Now, let's go back to 9/11. Everybody has a theory about 9/11, but let's look at who they thought did it, right? We thought the Taliban did it, mainly, what's his name? We thought he did it, right? I forgot what his name was. One of you guys remind me. Turns out that when the event happened, they took his family, which are here. His family lives here in America. They took his family and they went to their houses and got all of them out of their houses and everything and took them to somewhere safe. If this is the man who just slaughtered 3,000 people on American soil, this thing was worse than Pearl Harbor. Worse than Pearl Harbor. Kids and everything died in 9/11. Why would you go and save his family and hide his family? You know what his family is? They're a bunch of architects. They're rich people. So what his family is, they're architects. And then they say, oh, Bin Laden. Then they say, oh, Obama's like, yeah, we killed Bin Laden, SEAL Team 6 or whatever. Some of those guys end up dying. I think some of those guys are dead now. And yeah, we killed Bin Laden and we took his ashes and we, boom, we put him in the sea, in the ocean. What? What person do you know of that we've ever in American history made a point of killing this horrible person that killed 3,000 of us and then took their ashes and then put them into the ocean? Please tell me when this has happened again, because I just don't. I was like, wait, what? We did what Bin Laden is still alive, you guys. And we see this type of thing over and over and over again. So now when we get to these shooters and we're going, okay, this kid last week shot 21 people. The regular police didn't kill him, but the federal police killed him. You got me thinking that this kid is still alive. Anybody seen the autopsy of this kid? You got me thinking whoever this kid's name was, the 18-year-old who shot his grandmother, I think that kid's still alive. I think he's in a relocation program, just like Bin Laden's family. And then why would you bring those people who we've been fighting for in the Middle East, who we've been fighting against, and these supposedly terrible people, why would you bring all those people here? Because that's what they're planning to do. They're bringing those people here. Why would you do that? These people who we've been killing and destabilizing for the longest time, why are we bringing them here in mass droves? Why did we leave $85 million worth of military equipment there? Why did we do that instead of putting them on C-141s and big old Hueys and whatnot and bringing them back here? Why didn't we bring them back here? We could have easily loaded them up on a jet, filled them with gas, and boom, landed there right back here. $85 million worth of military. They are more, this is what Trump said. He said they're more equipped than most countries because of what we gave them. All brand new stuff. We seen the same thing before. Last president did the same thing. There's a whole documentary on it. America went and left a whole bunch of military equipment ready to go, ready to fire, not broken down, brand new helicopters, planes, everything, bullets, guns, everything. For the enemy, we did the same thing when we just left the Middle East. The same damn thing. Why do we keep doing this? Because we need war. Because war profiteers. We're over there blowing the hell out of wheat fields right now. And people are like, hey, what do I care about the Ukraine? Well, you should care about the Ukraine because Ukraine and freaking Russia and along with Belarus, are some of the highest producers of wheat. Okay, they're the ones who supply other countries with wheat. But now Turkey has their ships are over there, and there's a blockade. Turkey has a blockade for Russian ships. Russia is not allowed into like a bunch of ports. In some ports, their ships are not even allowed out of. But they're not allowed to go into a bunch of ports. And we're like, yeah, we're going to stick it to Russia. No, all you did was stick it to a bunch of African countries and other countries and say, you're no longer going to get this product so you can make other products to feed your people. How long do you think it's going to be before these countries start starving? If they were solely dependent on these countries. Wheat makes a lot of different things. This is what the war is about. The war is not about some. As a matter of fact, do you even know what the war is about? They say, "Oh, the war is about, we want to get closer. NATO wants to be closer to Russia, so we can what? All push the button? That's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. No, that's not what's going on at all. As a matter of fact, Warsaw Pact and NATO are all in on the same game. They're all being led by the same people. This is why when you vote for a president, it goes right out the window. Because the president in the elections, they're not in control of anything. The people of the Electoral College pick the president, regardless of who you pick. You don't believe me? Look at it. Look at Al Gore. Al Gore won against Bush. What happened to him? Boom. President Trump lost. He lost by 3 million votes to Hillary Clinton. Boom. George Bush Sr. lost. Boom. Because your votes don't matter. The popular votes do not matter in the presidency. Only the Electoral College matters. That's it. Somebody's pulling the strings. And they're making it seem like we're against Russia. The Russian president came right out and said, we're not the reason why your gas is so high. Vladimir Putin said this. This is the boogeyman. This is a person we're all supposed to hate. He said, we're not the reason why your gas is $4. $5, $7. We're not the reason that's happening. I'm just trying to tell you guys, this whole thing, it's all one big agenda. And there's going to be more mass shootings. More and more and more mass shootings. It has to happen in order for this thing to reach a fever pitch. And the fever pitch is for you guys to be, for one, in fear, for you guys to think with your emotions instead of thinking logically, for there to be a lot of infighting, because if you're fighting each other, you're not going to be able to concentrate on who's about to come in and do anything to you. You're not going to be able to do that because you're too busy fighting against Antifa. Antifa is fighting against the good old boys who are fighting against the tiki torch carrying, those guys carrying the tiki torch who wants America to go back the way it was. Those guys are fighting against Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting against none of them. I wasn't Black Lives Matter nothing. I wasn't nothing. You must protect the Second Amendment. I'm with you. I wasn't nothing. Now, do I believe Black Lives Matter? Yeah, but I didn't believe in what they were doing. I don't have no paraphernalia that says Black Lives Matter. Do I believe our lives matter? 100%, but I ain't walking around like that. For one, it's a target. For two, it's an agenda. For three, none of that money went to aid. Didn't go to aid Black people. Didn't go to uplift. No, didn't go to aid anybody. It went to a mansion. And then the woman who owns that mansion tried to say it was for everybody. And then she also paid her brother $1 million+ for his so-called security. And then she paid her boyfriend or something like that, like $1 million for it. It's ridiculous. They took all that donation money and threw it away and used it up like, no. So you got to be careful of who you're standing by. You know, you can get behind a whole agenda that does not have you in mind. And you thinking, you know, grandstanding, money laundering, 100%. You know, and the thing about it is, I'm not really a Candace Owens fan. I'm not a fan of hers at all. But she went to the Black Lives Matter house and was out there with a camera, like, I want to speak to, you know, so and so. Can we talk to her? And then that lady doesn't come outside to talk about the misappropriation of funds. And then she goes on live and says, Candace Owens is outside of my house and I must protect my family. This is Candace Owens we're talking about. Candace Owens is not notorious for a raid or physical violence. I'm sure she could probably throw a mean jab, but we're talking about Candace Owens. This is not the boogeyman. If Hillary Clinton was outside of your house, that's different. Because that is the boogeyman. That is the boogeyman. And everybody knows that. Candace Owens, not so much. She's just a chick with that makes a lot of, I don't know, she's in the middle to me. So I don't really listen to her. She's in the middle. I mean, I don't believe she's exactly for Black people. I don't know what she is. I know she is able to navigate through a lot of conversations and a lot of viewpoints that could be, you know, I don't know. I don't listen to any of it and think that, oh yeah, she represents me. No, I don't. I just think she is just there. She's good at what she's doing, and people are paying her for whatever it is she's doing. That's the way I feel about it. You know, so yeah, you got to be careful of who you're getting behind because these shootings are going to keep happening, and it's not going to be long before you're involved in one of them. It's only statistically sound to say that a Walmart is going to be targeted. Broad daylight. And any one of us could be in that Walmart. Walmart used to sell guns. But we all go to Walmart. Nobody goes to Walmart thinking, oh, it's about to go down. There's not a security guard at Walmart that's... Even the police at Walmart, they're not standing there with AR-15s. They have a K9 unit and then another unit and everybody's chilling. They're there to handle pretty much any local disputes. And they do. Runners, people, you know. A police presence slows down crime, of course. But they're not standing outside of Walmart, you know, looking for an active shooter. They're not doing that. I can't tell you how far the nearest police station is from the Walmart that I know. But we all go to Walmart. So why wouldn't an active shooter target a Walmart? Why wouldn't they? Or here's where I've never seen a police officer target itself. I've never seen a police officer at Target. If they are, it's loss prevention. And those guys are in the tower somewhere looking at everybody stealing bubble gum, tackling people who steal bubblicious. I don't think they're running around with AR-15s either. I mean, just imagine Target Saturday morning. Saturday morning, walk right into Target. 6 people gone, just like that. I'm just saying, we have to start thinking like this. This is not wishful thinking. This is defensive. It's like driving. When you get in your car, you know you can drive, but what are you doing? You're looking out for everybody else's mistakes. You got to start doing the same thing now, except it's, I mean, you really got to think, can an active shooter walk into Walmart right now? The answer is absolutely. Can they walk into Target? 100%. Kroger's, Piggly Wiggly, Winn-Dixie, whatever it is, Po Folks, whatever. They can walk right into these places because 1, there's a lot of people there. 2, there's a mixture of races there. 3, nobody can compete with you. Nobody. Whether it's the little revolver they got, nobody can compete with you. And your AR-15 can't happen. It's not going to happen. Nobody is ready for that type of noise until it happens. That's what I'm saying. So you guys got your choices, just like I do. I do not want to get a weapon because I'm black. And police like to kill black people with weapons. But I don't want to be caught with my, pants down. So I have to make a decision. Police love killing black males my age. They love it. They get off on it because they get to go on vacation while I'm, worm food. So I have to maneuver every day. Every day I have to stay alert and stay alive that a rogue cop can start asking me questions and I have to answer his questions, and then he can just gun me down like they did that kid in the store, that young man in the store. They all grabbed him, got on top of him, and then shot him dead and said that he was the one that shot them first when he was on his back with 4 people on top of him. He didn't have a gun. It's not even possible. They murdered him. What's the ultimate goal of this agenda? I'm sure they can detect these shootings beforehand. The ultimate goal of the agenda is to destabilize and then rebuild in your image. That's the ultimate goal. They've been doing this since the Romani era. We're still living under the Roman influence. That's the ultimate goal, is to destabilize, revamp, and then build it all back up the way you want it to be. That's the ultimate goal. Kill off a bunch of people. They're all expendable. Those kids, expendable. That's the way they're looking at them. We still ain't found a police chief. Have we found a police chief? Is he alive? That guy's been missing for days. Did we find the police chief from Uvalde? Do we know where this guy is? Because he's been missing, and the feds are looking for him. He might be gone, for all we know. I hope not, because I'd love to hear his excuse. So I'm hoping he's alive. But hell, he might be gone. Tying up loose ends. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna destabilize America. They've already done it financially. They're still in the process of doing it now. If we go back and look at the last time that the dollar was destabilized, hell, you can go back to 9/11. You can just go back to 9/11 and go, okay, what exactly happened? Two planes hit the tower, another plane in Pennsylvania allegedly. So we have what, three plane crashes, something like that. Two plane crashes we know of. The other one in Pennsylvania, didn't look like a plane crash because there was no plane. They knocked down two buildings that would not come down. And then those two buildings, I mean, it wouldn't come down from jet fuel. And then those two buildings come down like a demolition. They come down right on top of each other. Then building number 6 goes down, just out of nowhere. Structure damage. I think OSHA had a lot to say about that. What do you mean structure damage? That's not even possible. But nonetheless, this is what happened. But what happened after that? After the dust settled, literally, what happened was there were memorials set up. There were people talking about how great the heroes were. The heroes on the plane, let's roll. The heroes who were in the building and died. The people who jumped out of the buildings. The children who were smashed to death because the building collapsed down on top of them, on top of the daycare. Talked about, let's forget about the bosses and the secretaries, people leaping out of the window from the top 89th floor. And we don't even going to mention those people. But we're going to talk about the heroes. We're going to concentrate on them. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it for the heroes. That's what we talked about. All the heroes. We handed out medals for people who rushed to help other people. That's what we did. We did all this hero talk and handing out whatever. That's what we did. It was all a distraction. While AIG handed out millions of dollars, billions of dollars to companies that were affected by 9/11, even though a lot of them did it on purpose, building number 6. And then what happened? The dollar started fluctuating. When 9/11 hit, the whole financial world shut down in one day. Never been done before. There was a revamping. There was a restart. Things start being recreated. Cryptocurrencies and all this other stuff. People start trying to get off the grid because of what the financial market did. That's what happened. There's a lot of different variations came off of just that one event that wouldn't have happened if that one event wouldn't have happened. Now we have, instead of one cryptocurrency, there's so many of them. You don't even know who to trust. Look at the people who don't want to go back to work. Look at the people who don't trust the dollar. Look at the people who solely lean on the government. Look at the people who don't trust the government. There's a lot happened with 9/11. There's a lot of knee-jerk reaction that's still happening today. Even in 2008, the housing market. Let's look at that. The housing market crashed because of what? Because of greed. Because of subprime lending. I knew a guy who was doing this subprime lending. That's what he did. That's how he made his money. Him and a group of other guys would get together, and they would have this trail, this networking to concentrate on people getting to these banks, and then the banks going, oh, you make $2,000 a month? Well, you could afford a $350,000 house. You and your husband collectively $5,000 a month. You guys can afford a $350,000 house because the percentage rate is this, and so your payment is only going to be $1,500 a month, plus your utility bills, plus your insurance, yada yada yada. That's only $2,000. You guys still got $3,000, for your car payment and food and all that. You'll be fine. So the couple making $5,000 a month said, okay, we want this new house. Give it to us. We want to build equity. We want our kids, we got 2 kids, we want our kids to grow up in a nice house, nice neighborhood. Now is the time to buy because of what you told us, not because we did any research. So you had thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who all got the same memo and fell for the same Kool-Aid. That's what they did. And these banks knew it was a lie. Subprime lending. They knew it was a damn lie. And everybody in on it knew it was a lie. But they was getting money hand over fist. This guy I knew was driving a brand new Expedition truck. He had a $250,000 house. He used to throw big parties. He used to take his girlfriend out for dinner, cost him $200. She drove a nice BMW. I don't think he bought her that, but he would buy her lavish gifts. He just had money to go. He's big man on campus, BMOC. Until the housing market crashed, because they didn't tell all these people that your payments are going to fluctuate. Your payments aren't going to stay at $1,500 a month. They didn't tell them this. They didn't tell them that the payment was going to go like this. And once that payment starts going up, that payment can go up to as much as $3,000, $4,000 for that month and stay there. Family only has $5,000. If that payment goes up to $3,000, it sinks their battleship. That's exactly what happened. So a bunch of people lost their homes because they couldn't afford the payment, because they were lied to. Although it was not a so-called crime as far as stealing, which it pretty much is, it was a crime of ethics. So the government didn't go after people for stealing. They went after people for the code of ethics, and they put them in jail for ethics. You knew that these people were going to lose their house, but you sold them the house anyway. The guy I knew did not go to jail, but his friends did go to jail. However, the guy I knew was soon out of work. He lost his truck first, then he lost his house, then he lost his girlfriend who wouldn't help him out, then he lost some of his closer friends who would not help him out. They didn't give him no money. Sorry. He lost his close friends and all the people who he thought loved him. You know who was left? Me. I stayed in a 1-bedroom apartment. By then, I was the brokest out of all of them. And this guy was homeless. And I told him, you can crash on my couch. I've done that for a couple of my friends. Then I found out that this guy wasn't my friend. He was just a selfish bastard. I ended up moving from there. That's when I moved here. And he was going to stay with me a couple days, but he brought his stuff in and plopped it right in the middle of the living room. And I was like, are you crazy? Like, take that stuff somewhere and get it organized. You're not going to, you know? Anyways, I found out that he was just a prick, so I told him he had to go. They're going to destabilize America. They're going to destabilize our finances. That's what they're going to do. And once you can't get any money, you're going to what? Okay, so right now they're destabilizing the food. That's what they're doing with the wheat over there in the Ukraine. They're stopping the flow of wheat into other countries. That's going to have a rippling effect all the way to us. It's already happening. It's already happening. It's going to slow down a lot of things that we're supposed to get. This is why a lot of people don't have baby formula. A baby formula is going to, okay, not only that, go and look for spaghetti. And you're going to start seeing a lot of brands of spaghetti aren't there. It's already happening. It's happening to you right now. Just go to your local Kroger and start looking for certain things, and they're going to say, well, we don't have that right now. Certain drinks you're going to look for, they don't have. You're going to go, why don't they have this stuff anymore? Because it starts at wheat, and then it goes to this, then it goes to that, then it goes to that. In other countries, if I can't get wheat, then I can't do this. I can't do that. This whole system that we are living on is cyclical. No one is a standalone complex. No one. It's all finite. And if you interrupt it, there's going to be a rippling effect. And it's going to be detrimental to someone. And usually the smaller countries get it first. So if you start paying attention to worldly news, not just Ukraine and Russia and Belarus, Poland and those guys, start looking at what's happening in, Syria and, and going down in there into Africa, start looking at those countries and see which countries are starting to starve. Which ones are starting, and then look at the products that they can't make because they don't have certain things. And then look at what they supply to us. When you start looking at countries like Nigeria, look at what they supply to us. Oil and, diamonds and all kind of stuff that they supply to us. There's plenty of items that have not been available here ever since the pandemic, for real. Yep. They're going to destabilize the economy. They're going to shut it down and then they're going to rebuild it. There's going to be a lot of lost lives. That's what they're going to do. That's their aim. That's not what they're going to do. That's what they're doing. They're just going to have a lot of stuff that you're not going to see. There is, so they open up the world to make you think that everything's normal again. No, what they did was they shut down the world. They did whatever they had to do, and now, boom, they opened the world back up. They didn't open the world back up. They're making you think that everything is okay when it clearly is not. Just because you don't hear about COVID and all this other stuff anymore, or you hear about it basically in the shadows because Ukraine has, taken over, doesn't mean there's not an undercurrent of activities that are happening for your detriment, because that's exactly what's going on. That's what's happening. And then pretty soon that undercurrent becomes a tidal wave, and then it's in your face. It's like, oh, hell, I didn't see this coming. That's because they've been, nightly news and CNN wants you to care about people who are half a world away. And that's fine. What's happening to them is terrible. But, I mean, come on, Botswana. Sierra Leone. Come on. You and my children seem to be the only ones who believe, oh yeah, when things come to a fever pitch, it's going to be bad. They already illustrated, you know, how they can just walk into your house with force. It's going to get bad. They've already rounded people up. We've seen the feds rounding people up. Don't know where those people are going. We don't know if they're out or not. We don't know what happened to them. They will push a white woman aside and take the black woman into custody. We actually seen that during the riots. We don't know where the woman went, what happened to her. We don't know if she's still alive. We don't know if they, took her in and then, ended her life and got her organs. We don't know if she's being trafficked. We don't know if she's at home eating bagels. We don't know. We just know this was something that they do and that they were doing. We don't know what she was charged with. Have no idea. But we did see the feds rolling around in a van snatching up people. That's what they did. Yeah, most of the people around here think that I'm a monster. They don't want to listen to some old. They don't want to listen to me. You know, and I'm okay with that now. I'm okay with that. People want to party and BS. They want to, live a frivolous life with, total reckless abandonment. They want to chase around young girls. The high school teacher wants to chase around young boys. The principal just wants to hide his head in the sand. The police are doing every crime that they're supposed to be protecting us from. $68 billion stolen from the American people by the police. The border police are gathering up children and separating the boys from the girls. You're never seeing the girls again. Now people are like, where are all these people who crossed the border? Where are our family at? Where did the girls disappear to? Oh, those little girls are, they have their purpose. Little boys too. They don't realize what's going on around the world. Well, they need to open their eyes because it's right in front of us. Yeah, families right now are trying to figure out what happened to those people who crossed the border. Where are those girls at? Well, they're gone. Busloads of them. They're gone. You won't see them again. You won't. You won't see them again. That's a wrap. Because they're a commodity. There are other countries who want these girls. There are business people who use these girls for different things. Some of it is modern day slavery. We know this because there were some black girls from Haiti who were being used as modern day slaves. They weren't being used for sex trafficking. They were being used to clean the house for free. And the places that they lived in were these very nice homes, but they had them living in a closet. And a little girl would clean up the whole house. And he wouldn't pay her. The white rich couple wouldn't pay him. And they wouldn't let this little girl go outside. She didn't go and learn anything except clean the house. That was her job. This happened a couple years ago. And she would clean the house. And they unearthed this truth because of the earthquake that happened in Haiti. and it found out that these people were being trafficked into America and other countries by a Christian group. Oh, do you know the Lord? Let me tell you about the Lord. They waited till a catastrophic event happened and then went over there and gathered a bunch of children and then flew them out to different European countries. So these children can be used as modern day slave, as essayed, modern day slave, all kind of stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. Eaten, skin used for, whatever. When I'm talking about the most heinous crimes under the sun, I mean the most heinous crimes you could think of that happen to anyone. Little boys too. Huh? Teenage girls, valuable. Hell, J-Lo did a movie about it. Valuable. Some of these Russian soldiers came in and found some of the civilians. They caught up to some of them. Some of them they got rid of. The other ones, valuable. It's real. It is happening all over the place. You can stick your hand up under the sand if you want to, but then you can call me some kind of weirdo because I talk about it. Well, it needs to be talked about because it's happening. Yeah, it's happening right here, right now. Like it's a very, very real thing right here in America. This is going on here in America. Why do you think they let all those people cross the border? Organs, trafficking. That's why they let them cross the border. Yeah, lots of non-believers. Let me tell you something. Mexico, Mexico has helped save America's economics by their drug deals. Yeah, their drug deals helped save us at one point. We were using drug money to fuel America. Kid you not? That's why whenever I see these huge drug busts that they do, down in Miami and whatnot, where we caught 200 bags of coke off of the port of Miami, blah blah blah. Just wanted to say that you guys did a good job. The National Guard is always here for the people. That's not exactly true. It's all a hoax. Yeah, you got all that, all those drugs. But let's talk about how much drugs get through, how much you allow to come through. Let's talk about the CIA working with all these drug lords, allowing them to bring the drugs in on the street. This is what happened during the crack epidemic. And a lot of it came right off the port of Miami. Listen, even before the crack epidemic, there was the cocaine epidemic that came down here in Miami, and it was called Paradise Lost. When everybody was hooked on it back in the 80s. You mean to tell me that we wasn't Coast Guarding back then or what? No, you guys let it in. You guys let it destroy. And then you made up a whole agenda because your boy was in on it. The president, Ronald Reagan, was in on it. And he was allowing it to come into the country. And all the people it was killing, he knew about it. And they needed it to happen. That's why when I look at all this stuff that they're doing, I'm going, this is the game that they're playing. They tell us one thing and they're doing a whole different thing. Yeah, we're helping the people. You're not helping us. You're fueling your agenda. You're using this money to buy one thing or the other. You catch a few criminals, you make an example out of them, you make us think that you're doing good. Anyways, I think I talked enough. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm hungry. I enjoy talking to you guys, but I gotta feed my face. So you guys take it easy. God bless you. God loves you. Peace.